And there's a story that my father told me shortly before he passed away. It's really an interesting story. It's kind of funny and sad at the same time. Now, everyone here knows who Frank Sinatra is. Do you kids know who Frank Sinatra is? No, I didn't think so. Okay. He was an amazing singer, legend, total legend. Well, my brothers and I were the opening act for his daughter, Nancy Sinatra, at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. I was probably 11. How old are you? You're 11 years old? I was exactly your age, 11 years old, when I did this little dance routine with Nancy Sinatra.
Donny, would you do me a favor?
Okay, sure? Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Would you teach me how to dance? Can't you see my feet got a jumpy feel? And teach me how to jig, show me all the steps to a fancy reel. And if I learned to waltz, think how many boys I'll have chasing me. To get away, I'd have to climb a tree.
Let me teach you how to dance. Just look at your feet, they won't even slow down. Teach you how to dance, show you what to do when they play a hold down. When you learn to dance, if there's time to spare, maybe you'll agree to dance away the night with me.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough of that. Okay, you can stop that. Okay. So that was opening night at Caesar's Palace, and everybody was so nervous. Nancy was nervous. It was her debut of headlining at Caesar's, and we had a dress rehearsal that afternoon prior to opening. And the only person that was allowed in the audience for this dress rehearsal was Frank Sinatra and his bodyguards. That's all it was. That's the only people who were there. I'm on stage with Nancy, and everybody's in this tense mode, and there is language going on. Words I never even heard of before, and I would rather not hear them again. But my father is right over here, stage left, watching all of this happen. His little 11-year-old is being subjected to this language. It was just pathetic. And he realized that Frank could have done something about it and didn't do anything about it. So my father blew a gasket. He walks out into the audience and proceeds to rip Frank Sinatra apart. His bodyguards are about to pounce on my father, and Frank says, "Let him speak his piece." And Frank just unloads on my dad unloads on Frank Sinatra. After he's done, he walks away. Thought that was the end of it. The next day, my father is backstage setting props for the show. And this guy walks behind it, Guido, whatever his name was, He walks up and taps my dad on the shoulder. He says, "Are you George Osmond?" My dad turns around and says, "Yeah, who wants to know?" He said, "Frank's got a little present for you." And he's, like he's got a gun or something, He pulls out an envelope. He said, "Frank wanted you to have this." And he walks away. Keep in mind, this is 1968, okay? He opens up the envelope, $1,000 cash, with a handwritten note from Frank Sinatra apologizing for not taking care of the situation. Now here's the crime. My father, very grateful for the money, puts the $1,000 cash in his pocket and throws the letter away. Can you imagine the value of that letter on eBay today? I said, "Dad, why didn't you tell me this story before?" And his response is even funnier. He said, "I didn't think anybody would care. It's just Frank Sinatra."